All right, here we go. Here's the game. Oops, I got these in backwards. Hang on. All right. Is everybody here?
Oh, I don't like that.
Can you scoochy? Yes. Is everybody hearing the no, do not like music? It's very creepy, but okay, before we get started.
That's a big old bag of nope.
It's scary. Parts of it are definitely scarier than others. The game sounds a bit quiet. I'm gonna turn it up a touch for everybody.
Ruby, you'll be absolutely fed in 10 minutes, I assure you.
Alrighty.
Did we pop the content warnings up?
I'm doing that right this very moment here on the load screen. Right, so we are playing MOMOTYPE, which is by Rimatoad. This is a free game that was released on Steam. And I just got an alert. What do you want? What's going on? Okay, hey, you just hit a movement goal. Good for you. Okay, cool. It does contain some content warnings. So link is in the chat for more detail. But as we understand it, and as you can vibe from the music, horror themes, mental health and trauma, and references to plague. As in, perhaps the environment has experienced some sort of pandemic health crisis. So, yeah, I was not expecting reference to plague either, but thank you very much, Jenny, for doing Ducky, for doing the research on this. There's more details available at the link. There we go. And one final reminder, I'm not sure how many people have played this. I'm assuming Aussie has because they recommended it to us. But you've got the wiggle emotes available if you have played this game in advance and you know what may be happening and we don't. Please don't spoil things for us as we terrify ourselves.
Rebecca, so you will be fed in 10 minutes if you want. It's okay.
I tapped out and thought Alistair was saying, Rebecca, you will be fed in 10 minutes, which was somehow both threatening and reassuring. I mean, sometimes tough love is, yeah, like that, exactly. Resources weren't super detailed, so glad of any additions you want to add. So there we go. Okay. So the music is not filling me with, warm, hopeful feelings. I'm glad we have some shenanigans this season. So here we go. I'm going to check the options here. Oh, what is sound for voice volume. Ooh, we may not be doing the performing here. We'll find out. I think we're all good there. Shall we start?
Start. Your neighborhood, New Ribosome City. Chains of DNA spin on your screen. They make a web of helices until the logo of Rimatoad Corp appears in a white font. The ad has begun. They were all the rage in the 2100s. You knew them as monotypes, your digital pocket friend. You'd feed them, play games with them, and watch them grow. Mom and Dad liked them because there was no cleanup. You liked them because they seemed real. With the advent of the digital age, we at Rimatoad Corp have noticed society is changing.
Oh dear.
Birth rates in this country have hit an all-time low, not seen since the plague. Soon, our workforce will be depleted and unemployed. Once this occurs, industry will fail.
You have the order of operations backwards on that.
As you all know, this is an existential threat, not only to ourselves, but more importantly, our GDP.
Okay, so can we add capitalistic hellscape to the content warnings? Not capitalism! Oh no!
Monotypes, our digital pocket pets, have supported this decline.
Capitalism.
We want people to have kids. This, unfortunately, cannot be accomplished through digital software.
Oh God, don't give them that idea.
It can, however, be accomplished through our new product.
I am very concerned.
Today, we are excited to announce the shipment of our new line of monotypes. The real monotype. The digital enters the physical.
Oh my.
Cuddle them like real pets. Play with them like real pets. Watch them grow and change. Know the joys of parenthood. Order now at no cost. Supplies limited.
Where do I start? Oh heavens.
Yes?
What happens if I say no? What? First one's free? Why doesn't it have a... Let's say no. No, thank you.
It turns out that this is a government-sponsored program. When you head to work the next day, your manager corrals your team into a huddle and he explains that everyone will be receiving a monotype.
Oh. Okay. It's like that home ec thing where they give you an egg to keep track of, right?
As a partnership formed between Rimatoad Corp, an employee asks. You're right on the money, Christine, your manager says. We have to get this country moving, and corporate wants to be that vehicle of change, he says, shaking his fist in the air. Your hours will be unpaid, but a week will pass by like nothing. Pizza parties on Friday.
Oh, God.
You're home. New Ribosome City. A dust storm. Lead in the air. You are in a desert-like area. There is nothing around you besides the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find any. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Supplies limited. You're
what was
awake.
that?
Remnants of the dream pass and fade into static, and you're back to your show.
Oh, I'll take the dreams.
You're going to watch television until you hear noise outside your door. Someone has left something on your porch. It's for you. When you open the door, there it is, a small creature laying in a basket. It's sleeping soundly.
I'll be the critter. How about that? Over.
The monotype you ordered has arrived. It has soft skin. Its ears are pointed. They feel like beanbags upon further inspection. It's a monotype, just in physical form, as per the ad.
As per.
You want to assume it's a plushie. To your surprise, however, the monotype is warm. The terms of your purchase have not been released.
Of course. Not leaving it outside.
No,
Come
we're
on,
not.
we're stuck here now.
You take the creature inside.
Oh, cute art.
Monotypes live for approximately 7 days. A note has been packed inside the basket. Take care of them and they will grow. Monotypes love humans, so give them some love back. It's essential for their well-being.
Find love.
The note ends. There is nothing else by way of instructions.
Is this a don't feed it after midnight situation?
I think it might be. You decide it's time for bed. A collection of particles circle around. They are diluted with a heavy substance that you can't tell what. In your dream, the particles attempt to create form, and in doing so, assemble into a storm.
They're like gray goo? Mono cloud?
I think they are. Inside the storm, there is no one and nothing except small spaces where it is immeasurably dark. Your vision recedes. You look from a bird's eye view into the storm, hoping to get a better look. As soon as you think you spot a person, the particles scatter. You repeat this process until finally you realize you are completely alone. The dream ends. You hear shuffling by your bed. You wake up to see what is moving, and the monotype is by your feet.
Hello, parent. Momo will stay with you for the rest of your life. Do you love Momo? Momo already knows the answer. Okay, this is you. You get to make the choices. I get to voice Momo.
Momo?
You do?
I think I barely know you take it slow.
You pick.
Oh, this is gonna go badly, whatever. I barely know you take it slow. Momo stares at you. The words do not register, nor does it seem Momo derives any meaning from them. It's as if you spoke in a different language.
Does that matter? In the first place, you are my designated parent. Nothing can change this fact.
A moment passes. Momo's stomach begins grumbling. Now that you think about it, how does Momo manage to speak?
Momo thinks you have good taste in interior design. Very postmodern. By the way, what does postmodern mean? Momo saw it on a book from your shelf.
Truthfully, you don't know. Momo is now humming the Rimatoad Corp jingle. Is Momo herbivorous? A carnivore? You don't know yet, but he seems to like pancakes. He's now full of energy. With Momo. Momo flies into the air. They are surprisingly heavy.
Keep going, parent!
After 30 minutes of using Momo like an exercise ball, you are tired. You drop him onto the floor, and while he lays there absently, you take a moment to catch your breath. This results in some confusion. Momo seems fidgety.
Parent, Momo still wants to play.
Continue. You resume chucking Momo into the air. At some point, his body smashes into the ceiling, and to your surprise, he is unaffected. He requests that you keep going.
Is he kinetically powered?
This process is repeated until your arms give out.
I know, it makes a weird sound every once in a while, doesn't it? Thank you, parent. Could you cook pancakes tomorrow?
Then he hops off. You lay crumpled on the floor. Upstairs, you can hear small thuds in the hallway. They eventually lead to your bedroom, and soon enough, the noise stops. Momo looks like a plush doll. He lays like a pile of goo. You've decided to pet him, but to your surprise, his body is taut. Underneath is a muscle-bound creature. In the theatre of Momo's mind, there is nothing. The only thing that can be made out is the appearance of a person. Momo is dreaming about someone, and it's most likely you.
How do we know what Momo is dreaming? What is going on?
You're back in the desert, still in bird's eye view. The particles have ceased to move. You know that you've been waiting a long time. Longer than you've waited in real life. You want something to happen. You know this is a dream, but the particles, your buoyed vision, the endless wait, years could pass without contradiction. For now, this is everything.
Interesting. It's almost looking slightly more defined, like there's like a
map.
spoke structure now.
Or it's Momo Eye. As you've been waiting, the particles have started moving. They scatter like dust. Above you, even higher than where you currently are, it starts raining to an innumerable degree, and you ascend. You are now in the clouds. The rain is below you. You are looking down from an even higher position, and finally, without your own observation, the particles begin assembling. They seem to form something definite. You don't notice the figure below you until you see a hand waving. It's a new day.
Momo heard that this country's GDP is on the fritz. Soon nobody will be making babies anymore. Banks will go under. Food will be short. Mass suicides all around. Will Momo be there for it? No.
No.
I can't tell. This is you.
No, Momo has a bunker out in southwest Ribo. Very safe, well stocked. How does Momo know so much about the world? Intuition? Does Momo know where the bunker is? No, and he does not like revealing such details.
Parent, can Momo ask you a question? What is GDP? What about economy?
Fucking Jimmy. Momo pauses.
Momo does not know what a bunker is, to tell you the truth. Is it a type of pancake? Okay.
Momo has not yet decided what to eat. You want him to try new foods.
What should you give him? A cigarette, a steak, or an artichoke?
Artichokes.
Artichokes. Oh, now I want artichokes.
According to Momo, the artichoke heart looks like a...
Flower.
And because flowers are
Pretty.
his words, not yours, he graciously eats it.
Why is this food shaped this way? Is all food shaped this way? Why do we eat, parent?
You do not have reasonable answers to these queries.
The world truly is strange.
Life with Momo is relatively simple. They are a crude mix between a child and a virtual pet. Concerning this, you don't have any particular feelings. However, it does make it difficult when asked questions concerning Momo's identity.
Is Momo human?
No.
If I am not human, then why does parent take care of me?
Because you should care for all living things, wouldn't you agree? Because it's mutually beneficial. You get food and room, I get a pet. I'll go to the top one.
You should care for all living things.
Because you should care for all living things. Momo looks up at you from the ground.
Momo thought care was only reserved for humans. That only humans could accomplish such a thing. I never thought of it that way.
That's the first time he's used I, isn't it?
I never thought of it that way. I think you are correct. That is a stage of cognitive development.
Oh, this is a body snatcher situation. Reserved for humans. At this line, you take a pause. Why would it be reserved for humans, you ask?
Humans are everything. Wouldn't you agree?
He responds. Today, you've decided to show Momo the world through your television, a reflection of the real world. You've placed Momo onto the couch, where they can browse a selection of different shows. Momo does not know what television is, however, so, well, you turn on your cable box. We have Planet Hippo, Dragon Sphere, or A New Sheriff in Town.
Planet Hippo.
Planet Hippo.
Tell them about the real world first, before we start explaining fantasy and history.
Look at the size of this one, mate. A man with an accent is pointing to a hippo. What a pretty little lady we got here. Along with his camera crew, the presenter is hiding in a bush. He wears a pair of binoculars and khaki shorts. Old Bertha's put on a couple hundred. I bet she's ripe. Gorgeous. He licks his lips. The presenter then exits the shade of the bush and runs to the sandy bank where the hippo lies. Come here, Bertha, you sly gal. He enters the water, lifting his legs as fast as he can go. The mother hippo stares the man down, nostrils above the water.
Why does he run?
Momo asks. For footage of the hippo, you respond. Momo takes a moment.
What does he want to do with Hippo?
The man on the screen grabs the hippo and subsequently is flung into the air.
Oh no!
He is then pulled down under, and he does not resurface.
Oh dear.
Between the two of you, there is a long pause. Finally, you speak up. Yeah, I don't really like him either. You decide to change channels. Dragon Sphere or a new sheriff in town?
Let's do Dragon Sphere. A cab.
I'll pay for this, friends, Dreamsa. On my life, I swear to destroy you. This ends now. A man with rippling muscles stands on screen. He looks like he's squatting, like he's using the toilet. In actuality, he's powering up. It's Dragon Ball Z.
Vegeta. Oh. Super angry! That's the stuff of legends! Artichoke of all people, blast it all!
Yells Vegeta to no one in particular. Artichoke, the other man yelling, has been in one position for the past 15 minutes. Oh, it's definitely Dragon Ball Z. Rocks levitate, thunderstorms form, lava erupts from the ground. In the meantime, Dreamsa, who is awestruck, stares at his rippling muscles. This continues for another 20 minutes. This is very clearly someone processing some feelings about Dragon Ball. In this time, Artichoke and Dreamsa only manage to grunt at each other. At the 40th minute mark, Artichoke finally releases his energy and his hair turns blonde. His muscles are bigger now. Dreamsa, from what you can tell, is in awe of his bulging chest. There's silence until Artichoke breaks it by speaking. He says but one thing.
Please say 9,000.
Now I'm really angry. Dreamsa blushes. The episode ends.
Momo says nothing!
Momo's like, fuck is this shit?
A new sheriff in town. I ain't having a swig of this.
A mustachioed man fitted with a cowboy hat spits on the ground.
Tastes like my mother's burnt boot.
The bartender hides his frustration.
Just give me that whiskey.
Suddenly, the door opens. From the sunlight emerges a shadowy figure. Looks to be a man in his early 40s, tan and with multiple scars. Sheriff Dudley. Snake in the bush. Sin incarnate. His hand waves in a grand gesture. How many holes could I press into that suit of yours before you
Probably
bleed?
One if you did it fast.
The tan man pulls out his revolver. The Lord did he know, despite all my guilt and sorrows, iron cuts deep. You will know what it means.
Bottle to the right. Yeah, there.
Sheriff Dudley flicks his wrist to the whiskey bottle in the corner. The bartender does not move.
We'll get a move on.
When nothing happens, Sheriff Dudley slaps his fingers on the table.
Dudley!
The tan man says,
The devil welcomes a new man into his hearth. You will pay for your crimes against me.
Dudley stares down, then sucks his teeth. The tan man has cocked his gun. Well, dog. Sheriff does not move. Gonna get up. Are you a cock with no ball?
The whistle of a bullet.
The whistle of a bullet is preceded by a hole appearing in the tan man's head. The words do not exit his mouth, and his face drops its expression. He falls to the floor.
Language there, partner.
Sheriff Dudley turns to the bartender, a grimace on his face.
How many times I gotta ask?
After watching TV, you decide it's time for bed. Momo hobbles up the stairs. You cook something for yourself, then call it a night. Momo sleeps soundly.
That was very bizarre.
In the theatre of Momo's mind, they are studying hippos. For Momo, their vision has collapsed on this image. It is all they are currently dreaming of.
Is this the perceptual
Momo is watching
and
Momo
this is
dream.
the dream Momo? Interesting.
In your dream, the particles have formed a shadow. From your height, you believe the shadow to be your own. It is overcast. There is no available light.
It still looks like a spoke. Or maybe an eye.
A question arises and presents a contradiction. How can shadows exist if there is no light? You already know why.
How weird.
You descend to the earth. The shadow mimics your movement and rises up, and it is not a shadow. It is face to you now. When you move your right arm, it moves its right arm. When you move your left, it does the same. This dark formation mimics your every move. You find it unnerving. You decide to dig into the earth. You want to hide until it goes away. As you descend, the shadow rises into the air and becomes the object projecting its figure onto the earth. You realize you are the shadow, and the dark formation, by contrast, has become you. You have switched positions. You feel a tinge of regret.
Interesting.
Momo has woken up excited.
What's that? Could we try something new?
He asks.
He's looking at us.
In the far corners of your room, Momo has picked up a copy of 100 Facts About Hippos.
Which is a book I totally had lying around.
You do not know how this book appeared in your house. He has been reading since daytime.
Parent, would you like to know a hippo fact?
Sure.
Hippos can hold their breath for approximately 5 minutes. They cannot swim. Instead, they bound through the water using the force of their feet. Incredible, do you not think? Let me give you another hippo fact.
Sure.
Look at our adorable hyperfixated child. Hippos are known to live in small herds of up to 10 or 20 other hippos. They are led by a dominant hippo, while the others are submissive to him. Essentially, it is a harem. By the way, what is a harem? Oh, and there's another thing about hippos.
Sure.
According to this researcher, hippos may have consciousness like that of a human. Some even say that because of their brain size and neural connectivity, it may be similar to that of a pig or a whale. Although it is impossible to tell because, as you know, we are not hippos, we are human. Interesting. He is hypofixated. He's hippofixated. Hippofixated. Aww.
We are we? Yeah.
We are we?
Go for the top one.
You want to say that we are human?
Go for the bottom one.
Okay. Well, there are only 2 options, and you've picked each once.
Go for the bottom one.
Okay. You're nice.
You're not human, Momo. Momo has been reading another hippo fact until he hears you. He stops, scanning the book, and his body is furrowed.
What do you mean? Momo is not what? Not human?
I thought you had already established this, or that Momo had already known this. It seems that raising Momo as a human has been confusing. Is his identity still forming? Is Momo actually just a child?
You are parent.
Momo stares at his non-existent feet.
You are parent. I am your son.
He says a final time.
You are my parent, and I am your son.
This time he looks up at you. top one.
Basically, yes.
Basically your son.
Good. I'm happy you stopped playing tricks.
Oh boy. Okay. Momo blushes as he knows you were only just joking.
Could we have pancakes, human?
Sure thing, bud. You reply. It is the dream.
Okay, that has definitely resolved.
It's a 9. Shadow stays in the air, you stay in the ground. A white sphere has opened up from the storm and it looks upon the both of you. Would you like to get out, friend? To this you can't respond as you do not have a mouth. You do not have arms either. You, in the air. Would you like to get out? The shadow, still floating in the air, does not give a response. In this entropic storm, it would be hard to make out if they did. The sphere's words, however, those are clear. Light comes from the sphere. It has a dark center. A moment of clarity arrives, and you realize that the sphere is the sun. Would you like to get out? Congratulations! Momo has evolved. They have grown hippo feet.
And the music has become ominous.
Momo has been staring at the mirror since morning. They have not left.
Why have I grown feet?
They shuffle in the mirror.
Why do I look like this?
They turn around in the mirror.
Why does my face look like this? I shouldn't look like this. Why is this happening? Where are my hands? Where are my fingers? What happened, parent?
To take Momo's mind off his recent transformation, you've decided to play some more television for him.
This is basically puberty, isn't it?
Crikey, mate, Bertha's gotten even thicker. The man from last time is back. He's wearing a cast around his neck.
Around his neck!
His khakis have been lined with sweat all along his crotch area. Now, Bertha, I know we had our issues, sweetie, but let's let bygones be bygone. The hippo charges at him, and once more he is flung into the air. He falls on the ground, this time making a loud thud, and he does not get up. The TV cuts off. An ad is playing. Friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Order a MOMOTYPE today. The digital meets the physical, the most real organic creation of Rimatoad Corp. Almost like a human child. Momo has been staring at the screen. They have not moved, whether by intention or not, and you realize your mistake before it is too late.
We need to take an ad break. Should we take it right there?
Yes.
Okay. You realize your mistake before it's too late.
We'll be right back.
Okay, we're going to take a very short little break and then figure out what poor teenage existential crisis Momo is going through. know. What could possibly go wrong? Right, Ozzy? I think I want to say thank you for this. I also want to say for this. Scrooge McDuck would never force you to take care of a potentially sinister
Scrooge McDuck
baby
would
with
never.
body uses for you. That would be expensive. Oh my heavens, what is happening here? Oh dear. The music has become quite ominous, and now we have a small, childlike creature who is experiencing big teenage-like feelings. Oh dear. We've got just about a minute left on the ad break, but you're very cute. You realize your mistake before it's too. Momo knows it's a product. Haley Joel Osment freak. Okay, Ozzy. I can't watch that movie
Me neither.
anymore. I've seen it once, and that was enough. And I got so angry when the mother just like randomly like, oh, I'll just activate you, boop, and then just, I can't.
I have-
all my emotions, I experienced them all at once
There are
with that
two
movie.
films where I have seen deeply visceral audience responses. One is Avengers, where the thing happens, and this is a 10-year-old movie, and yes, I'm preserving spoilers.
You don't have to preserve spoilers on a 10-year-old movie.
And the other is AI, and there are 2 or 3 points in AI where Teddy, the little AI Teddy, is in danger, and people yelled.
Yeah.
There's a point where he falls out of the hot air balloon they're in, and the entire audience went, "No!"
Yeah, that movie was like, oh.
It is indeed the one with the spinach scene.
Yes.
And yes, Avengers is 10 years old, and the thing in Avengers is the moment with Coulson and Loki in the prison cell.
Yes, exactly. I was so mad. Oh, God. Right? Grim? Oh, my gosh. Anyway, we have realized our mistake. Ready?
Yeah. Supplies are limited. Get your very own friend today, genetically bred to love humans, just like a real child. The shot cuts to an eerily similar image of a MOMOTYPE. Isn't that right, Momo? Come by the bunker, Momo. You'll be safe.
Is the television talking to our
think so.
Momo?
I think so. The TV ends. Previous programming continues. Do you want to go to bed, Momo? You ask meekly. There is no response, and Momo does not want to give you the courtesy of one, or at least that's what seems to be the case. Bed? You ask another time. When no response comes, you inevitably head back to your room. Momo knows where to go, you think. In the theater of Momo's mind, he is seeing his brothers and sisters.
Is that what that is?
Let's hope so. The sky is bright in your dream. A cold chill has found itself in the air, and wherever you are, you feel it.
Dear.
Would you like to get out? The sun asks. You're not in the earth anymore. You're standing upright, face to face with your shadow. They've descended. Would you like to get out? The sun asks once more. The shadow then speaks.
Yes, I would like to get out.
You are puzzled. When you move your hand, the shadow moves his. When you move, he mirrors you. Was the shadow yourself since the beginning? No. You think. Before you can realize the shadow's true nature, they have already moved into the far recesses of some other place. They have moved on, and yet you are still here. The far corners of your dream, particles have been collecting together. Momo is not in bed. You cannot find him. He is not in the hallway. You find Momo in front of the mirror. He is staring at himself. Oh.
Is that what he's doing?
Oh, that is bad.
Nope, 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 nope.
He's bigger too, I think.
Nope, 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 nope.
I thought you were parent. If not parent, then a human who loved me. You are neither. This is fake. Will I grow up, parent? Or am I just a pet to be discarded after serving my purpose? I will never grow up, parent, will I?
You can hear pain in Momo's voice.
Did you think this was all right? To give me such a cruel life?
You're about to speak, but you're cut off.
I'm nothing. A pale imitation, a freak, a process of ideas. This is not funny.
Momo looks to you.
Everything I will or ever be is centered around you. You are my one love, parent. I am, after all, your child.
Momo's mind is ablaze. They are staring into you.
Yeah, let's have a quick reminder of the content warnings here, folks, okay?
You're the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And to make it even worse, you're entirely real. I can never come close to you. I'm not even real.
Momo inhales.
Please no.
He pauses.
I love you so much it hurts my insides. I want to tear out everything in me so I can be at your side. I want to love you forever. I've never told you this, parent. Is it even possible?
Momo gives his final words.
No, it isn't. I only know one thing. You are not human. You are Friesma, the Tan Man, the Hippo Man. Evil. Less than human. Nothing.
Momo hops away. His body jiggles with each step. Momo is nowhere to be found for the rest of the day. You head for bed, unable to fall asleep. You are anxious for the new day.
Yes, no more television for Momo.
No more television for you, young blob. In Momo's dream, they are a hippo. With the absence of your shadow, the sun has since disappeared. Time has continued to pass.
It was a trick of the mind.
You hear someone say.
Who knows what we'll find in this storm? I'm already you, friend. You're already me.
From the horizon, there appears the sun once more.
I'm already you.
It gets even brighter now.
You're already me.
Standing in the bleached center of this desert is a lone body. It is you. You look behind to see your shadow being cast by the sun. It has returned, and not by their own choice. You want to get out? The voice ends. Your shadow stays beside you. It will not move by itself anymore.
Wake
There
up,
it is.
parent. What is Momo anyways? A pancake? A bunker? Is Momo an idea?
Momo's body is taut. In the depths of their eyes, you see a tunnel.
Will you love me?
Momo asks. Run!
Oh my goodness.
Indeed, what the haunted target dog is this? You run to the hallway. It is empty. The light from the street reflects into the space. Though you cannot see well, you can make out what is behind you.
I don't actually love you. Huh. What's that? You don't love me? Why don't you love me? I'm everything you could ever ask for and more. I'm made for you, developed for you. What more do you need?
The creature looks at you from a towering height.
I wish I had no eyes, so I could have never seen you. I love you so much. Does it just continue?
You've entered your living room. The creature has chased after you.
If only I was born in a different body. I'm an abomination, a deviant. You are everything I ever wished to be. Please love me. I read the tag in my basket. I only live for 7 days. Is this true, parent?
He's slowing down.
Yes.
But I don't want to die. You make me vomit. No human could be this cruel. To raise me as his plaything? I reject it.
Right? Frankenstein's monster.
So I'm designed to love you. I love myself. I am human. You are the creature. A disgusting parasite. A worm. Do you like being stomped, you worm? I know you'll like it. This time, it won't be fake.
Run to the kitchen. Run, run, run. Run. Runnington McGee. Momo reaches for your neck. Momo didn't have hands yesterday.
Ah. Know that I still love you. How could I not?
Blacking out.
Was I designed to love you, parent? Even so, does it matter This is the most real thing to me. Please answer me. Parent? Parent? Parent?
Dust storm. Lead in the air. You're in a desert-like area. There is nothing around you beside the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find anyone. It is so lonely. You decide to craft a mirror. It is made out of particles circling the air, and in the mirror, you see your reflection. A swarthy figure walks out of the mirror. The borders vanish between the glass and the desert. Your reflection is now in front of you, and you are both standing together. Your clone stares at you, puzzled. You cannot tell if they're conscious. Are they even alive? Unbeknownst to you, however, the clone is having the same thoughts. The vast terrain that separates you is not one of physical distance. It is something more tragic. You both realize you will never experience anything other than yourselves. You realize that you are your own world and nothing more. The shadow vanishes. The desert, despite all your attempts, is empty.
Parent?
You're conscious.
I can't see anything. There's nothing in front of me. Okay, 1, I, 2, contractions. Where am I, parent?
There's a long pause. You cannot say a word. Your throat has been crushed. All around you there is darkness. The lights from the street illuminate everything into vague shapes, but nothing you can truly make out. You hear the sound of your heart beating, and in this dark room the air sits heavy.
I can't see myself, parent. I can't. Where am I? And where are you? I had one more thing to ask.
All you can see are vague shadows crossing your line of sight. One of the shadows is Momo. They are large and warm. A leg graces his body, and to your surprise, he is soft.
Can we be friends, parent? Pretty please. Pretty please. Pretty please. That makes the most sense, parent. For once, I agree.
Who's Momo talking to?
Yeah. Momo takes one more look at himself.
His shadow size compared to the parent.
If my nature has determined that I am meant to love you, then there is only way.
Maybe only one way?
I will make a choice against my nature, one that is not predetermined. You are parent. This is my own fact. Bye, parent. I will see you later.
Momo has jumped onto the city streets. They have hit the ground with a tremendous thud. You think you see Momo's shadow, but in fact a pool of blood has begun to form.
Oh no. Momo.
There are no lights to illuminate Momo's form. They are pitch black. From what you can assume, Momo has died. Two for one sale. Call right now for your monotype today. Your TV has been turned on. The glow from behind draws you closer. Did you love... Sorry.
Did you love Momo?
It is Momo's voice. This is not just an ad. Like, yes.
Did we?
Uh,
Let's say yes. See what happens.
see what happens when we click yes.
Well, if we say yes,
Then click no.
Would you like to stay, Momo's parent? Because Momo will love you till the end of time.
Hear sirens in the distance amid the words you are now hearing.
Is it real to you? Could you still be my parent? Trick question. None of that matters. I can't tell you how relieved I feel.
You cannot reply. Your throat does not work.
Will it ever matter to you?
Momo is on the screen. It's the Momo you have taken care of, but they are on your digital display somehow. Confusion hits you. How are you here? You ask.
Did Momo ever tell you this, parent? Momo will be everywhere. In the meantime, would you like a fact about what you're seeing?
Momo leans in closer.
In your wiring, in your dreams, inside of you, everywhere.
You cannot stop to think as you stare at the screen.
It's okay, parent. Is pretending faking anyways?
You're about to give your answer, but
Pretending can be very real. More real than real. Momo is excited. You're Momo's pet now.
we
swapped. The monotype on the screen has begun humming the Imitato Corp jingle. The light has escaped from the television. You are alone in the middle of your living room. You hear static. All around you are shadows. High Def Star.
High Def Star was the name of that ending. I am made of questions.
So Momo has an existential crisis. An ending.